The next morning, Afam awoke to an argument. I don't know where you found it, a graying orangutan was saying, gripping Juan's helmet, but this is a priceless artifact and should be in a museum, so it can be protected from the elements. Juan was chattering away in some very upset sounding Spanish and trying to hold onto it, but he was losing the battle. He even managed some broken English. No museum. No take helmet. Can you please fight somewhere else while I'm sleeping? Cammy shouted, sitting up. Sorry, miss, but it's not a child's toy, he said, finally pulling it from the near hysterical colt's hooves. I'm sorry, but you'll be able to see it in the museum anytime you want, the point is that. So will everyone else. He left, gingerly holding the helmet he had just forcibly wrested from a toddler colt's hooves, no doubt to put it in a padded crate. But Juan was really upset. Dr. Catrillo had to come hold him to calm him down, and even after she left, he clutched at his blanket and sat on his camp bed for a while, rocking back and forth, his eyes closed. Cammy brushed her hair. Her hairbrush seemed huge now but still worked, and got dressed in the least kiddie-looking outfit she could find, a loose-fitting green dress that shouldn't be too hot. Dr. Catrillo managed to convince her that she should wear a diaper for the trip, because although she usually hadn't needed one during waking hours in the jungle, there wouldn't be many bathroom stops, and the restrooms on planes weren't exactly friendly for anyone her size. Dr. Catrillo also brought Cammy a yellow child-sized backpack, sitting down next to her and showing her what was inside, a change of clothes, her notepad and pens and pencils, and her cell phone and car keys. Cammy embarrassedly released Drive Catrillo from the hug she'd given her without thinking. Then a company nurse who said her name was Christina helped buckle Cammy and a still depressed-looking Juan into the back seat of one of the all-terrain trucks. As they rode, Cammy looked uneasily at Juan from time to time. After what had happened to him, she didn't feel like pressing him more about what he had meant by doomed, and she didn't think he could tell her much anyway. Or so she thought. She caught him looking uncertainly at her a few times during the drive through the jungle, and usually he would just look away, embarrassed. But then, finally he tapped his chest with a forehoof and said, Juan Ponce. Juan Ponce, said Cammy. Is that your name? See, yes, said the colt. My name, Juan Ponce. Ponce de Leon. He added the last part proudly. That name bounced around in Cammy's mind for a moment, but it didn't take long to make a connection, especially considering the experiences of the past week. What? Ponce de Leon? The guy who went searching for the fountain of youth in what? The 16th century. Are you descended from him? Or are you him? My name is Juan Ponce de Leon. His accent was still thick, but his English was improving. No, said Cammy, putting up her paws as if to push the information away. This is too much. Way too much. They have got to find a way to fix this. Had that damn water kept him a child for going on 500 years? For the rest of the trip, Cammy had a hard time looking at Juan, afraid that she might be seeing her future. So, said the nurse, showing Cammy to her room on the children's floor of the hospital, this is your room. She was a field mouse who looked to be in her 20s. I know it's probably not your style, because when I was 16 this wasn't my style either, she continued, but it's what we've got. The furniture, fixtures and equipment on every other floor of the hospital is just too big for a patient your size, so if you can put up with the rainbows and unicorns and cartoons and stuff, the point is that you'll be